Saks, Nordstrom's, all the big stores, clinical professor of the dentistry school at Columbia and Harvard, award-winning, you've seen it in your favorite magazine, and you have a revolutionary way to freshen our breath from the inside out.
We do, you know, unlike gum and mints, we're not masking odors with peppermints or other mints. We're using a pharmaceutical grade zinc to interact with these bad breath gases and deactivate them. I have a great animation to show how this works. Folks, from the minute you finish brushing your teeth, bacteria start to reproduce. You can't stop it. One bacteria becomes 100 million in a matter of hours. They eat dead skin cells, they eat food debris, and they produce this gas right here. Molecularly, that's what it looks like, hydrogen sulfide. We're using my breath treatment. It's in a sugar-free pop rocks with a pharmaceutical grade zinc. We're gonna interact at a microscopic level and displace that sulfur molecule using chemistry and create two odorless gases. And what's so great is that zinc binds to the skin of the tongue, the cheeks, the lips, and the top of the esophagus when we swallow it, and it sticks around for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours long after you've done the treatment, so that as bacteria produce these gases, we continue to render them odorless.
So it's not like a gum or a lozenge or a mint, and we all know, hey, we all have those, you know, secret halitosis friends where they have that Caesar salad or, you know, garlic at lunch or that coffee or that glass of wine or that cigarette. This freshens from the inside out. It does what no gum, you know, what no lozenge can do. By the way, it is buy one, get one. Normally when you buy these at the big stores, it's $30 for one pack. It's actually, you know, get a full bonus, so it's buy one, get one. And I hear the sound of fresh breath. It's like those little pop rocks.
It is. I'm going to lean in. You can hear it. That's those sugar-free popping crystals activating. From the minute you pour those into your mouth, they start popping. They create a somatosensory experience. We get a flushing of saliva. You can hear it, you can taste it, you can feel it. And really, that rinses away bacteria, plaque, food debris, but it's a great distribution mechanism to get that zinc spread all throughout the mouth, and then once you swallow it at the top of the esophagus. Folks, this could be flavorless and would work just as well. That's how it works.
And speaking of flavors, now you can choose your singular flavors. It's still buy one, get one. So you could choose your peppermint or your spearmint, but what I would do is get the variety pack, which is a lot of fun, because then you get the peppermint, the spearmint, the cinnamon, watermelon.
Watermelon, that's it. So those four flavors, and you know, I love the watermelon mojito. It's got a little bit of sour, a little bit of sweet to it. Folks, if you walk into Saks or Neiman's, this is where you're gonna see this product in the beauty department.
Yes, you will.
You can have the greatest hair, the greatest makeup, the greatest handbag, all these wonderful things to make yourself look beautiful. If you have gross breath, no one cares.
No, it's really true.
It's game over before the conversation even started.
You know, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because I'm sure a lot of people are watching this show and they're like, oh, I brush my teeth, I floss. Good dental hygiene may not always be linked to whether or not you've got, you know, some bad breath to take care of.
Like I said, the minute you finish brushing your teeth, the bacteria start to regrow. So you can't brush your teeth before you walk into a board meeting, or if you're on a sales call and you're in sales all along, if you're a teacher and you're parent-teacher conferences, or you just got off an airplane, or you're going on a date. This is really the ultimate beauty finishing product. It's the last thing you do. You know, when you get all ready to go on a date, when you get there, you throw it in your mouth. It takes 1 minute. It's a 1 minute treatment. You put it in your mouth, you swish it around, you swallow it. You're then done. You've applied that zinc. You've done everything you need to do for the next few hours to keep that product working.
So this is several hours, not like chewing a stick of gum where it's like, oh, I gotta get another stick of gum.
Because it could be flavorless, folks. We're laying down a zinc groundwork that stays, depending on your physiology, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours from person to person.
It's like a bad breath shield in a way.
It's exactly what it is.
You call it what, breath beauty?
We call it breath beauty. You know, it really is. Why has breath not been a beauty product? I mean, if you think of everything we're doing here, but the one thing that we're communicating with, we're blowing gases in people's face. How many times have you met somebody that has bad breath? It doesn't matter what they're wearing. You smell perfume and bad breath, and you take a step back.
You're absolutely right. Okay, it's so funny. I can still hear the sound of fresh breath. I love that. It's as much fun to use as it is to reap the benefits.
It is.
And you know the other thing you've done, Doctor, that I think is genius? The presentation is part of the fun. When you see this, it just makes you smile. And then I love, love, love the individually sealed packets. You know, I guess I'm thinking of traveling on the go because I am packing, you know, for a big business trip next week. But this you always keep at the ready. Women watching at home will understand this. I don't leave home without an eyebrow pencil and hairspray. You don't leave home without this, right?
It's true.
And it's also, you know, unobtrusive. You could actually keep it in a pocket for the guys. You don't have to worry about putting it in a handbag. And because it's sealed, I would imagine that it stays as potent and and it's active. You know, sometimes when you open up a jar of something, you're already starting to release some of these properties.
Right.
This, you get that perfect potent application every time.
Right, each and every one is perfectly sealed. You know, this is one of those things that if you don't think about it, and you've done all these things to be beautiful, and you have bad breath, you're like, I forgot that.
Yeah.
You know, how many times you've been walking through the mall and you've seen some of these ladies getting makeovers at the counter, and the people giving them the makeover are ready to fall over because they smell like lipstick and bad breath.
Yes.
You know, and it's fun. It's something that's totally different. You know, we have a great animation to go over the chemistry again. I'm going to show you. From the minute you finish brushing your teeth, folks, bacteria start to grow. They reproduce at a rate of 1 up to 100 million in a matter of hours. They eat dead skin cells, they eat food debris, and they produce this gas. And molecular, that's it right there, hydrogen sulfide. Using chemistry, using a pharmaceutical grade zinc in my sugar-free popping crystals, it tastes delicious. It's fun to use. That zinc interacts with that sulfur right there and creates 2 odorless gases. Well, what's really interesting about this zinc is it's a high concentration of zinc. It's almost half the daily allowance in one packet.
Oh, no kidding.
It binds to the skin of the cheeks, the tongue, the lip. It's in the top of the esophagus, so when we swallow it, the zinc remains. And so depending on your physiology, it stays in your mouth, and you can almost sense it. If you use it you can taste a slight metallic taste for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, depending.
That's wild.
So as bacteria continue to produce these gases, that zinc is so strong, those bad breath gases cannot exist.
So it's like science at work. Like, I think I'm a perfect example. I love garlic, but I'm one of those people where when I have garlic, boy, it resonates. It stays with me. So here's a food or a seasoning that I love, but I don't use it because I know it stays with me. This, even hours after I've had that, you know, anchovy or garlic on my Caesar salad or the garlic bread, it's still helping to protect me.
It is. You know, like I said, there's nothing like that. We're not masking bad breath odors. And if you look at the value right here, if you were to walk into Saks or Neiman's, you get what you're getting half of what you're getting today.
Literally double the offer.
This.
Double the offer today, and as long as supplies last. So 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. are you back?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. I scared you there for a minute, didn't I? Like, wait a minute. Thank you as always, Doc.